You've probably heard of black holes before, but they're a relatively new concept when it comes to science. Let's take a closer look at these mysterious objects. Astronomical pioneer John Mitchell posited back in 1784 that there might be something so massive that light could not escape it. But it wasn't until after Albert Einstein developed the theory of general relativity in 1915 that we began to work out how these strange areas of space might behave. The math showed that these monsters could exist, but none had yet been observed. And it wasn't until about the 1960s that we began to describe these mysterious objects as black holes. So, what is a black hole? According to NASA, there are three kinds of black holes: primordial, stellar, and supermassive. We'll look at stellar and supermassive black holes today. Stellar black holes are created when a supermassive star collapses. However, not all stellar collapses lead to black holes. As a star burns bright, it is fusing together hydrogen and helium at its core. As this supply is depleted, the temperature in the core rises, causing the star to form heavier elements, such as carbon, oxygen, and neon. When this process gets up to iron, fusion stops and the core collapses, releasing an incredible amount of energy in what we call a supernova. This explosion flings many of these elements into space, leaving behind the very dense core. If it has enough mass, gravity will cause it to become a black hole. In theory, millions of stellar black holes exist in the Milky Way. We can find one example in the constellation of Cygnus the Swan. Famous physicist Stephen Hawking even had a bet with fellow scientist Kip Thorne about whether or not there was a black hole located in Cygnus. Hawking conceded to Thorne in 1990 after observational data showed this was most likely the case. Scientists believe that supermassive black holes were formed at the same time the galaxy they reside in was formed. The one in the center of our Milky Way, called Sagittarius A, is a supermassive black hole. It is 4 million times the mass of our Sun. So if we can't see them, how do we know they are there? Scientists are able to observe the effects of black holes on the objects around them. In the case of Sagittarius A, astronomers have observed stars being ripped apart in a process called spaghettification, in which the star gets completely unraveled as the gravity of the black hole pulls it close. As far as scientists are able to observe, nothing can withstand a black hole. However, we do know some facts about these mysterious objects. Firstly, they aren't like interstellar Roombas sucking everything up in their paths. Some have fallen into stable orbits with the objects around them. Scientists can observe this by watching the objects around the black hole move, but not be pulled in. They also aren't really holes in space. Contrary to what we've seen on TV, you can't go in one and end up somewhere else. Those are wormholes, and we're not really sure those exist. But ultimately, these cosmic monsters are still a mystery we are trying to solve. It wasn't until April of 2017 that we were able to photograph one for the very first time, thanks to the Event Horizon Telescope team of over 200 researchers, featuring several scientists from the University of Arizona. They were able to photograph the black hole at the center of galaxy M87 by synchronizing 7 radio telescopes spread over half the world for one long exposure. This produced over 5 petabytes of data, the equivalent of 1.39 billion copies of Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. So there you have it, black holes at their most basic level. It's a reminder that we're still learning so much about the universe we live in. We hope you've enjoyed this science snack, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Videos like these are made with support from viewers like you. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many museums, such as ourselves, are asking for support. So share our video with your friends. Or if you're able, please click the link in the description box below to help support us during these unprecedented times. We look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, stay hungry.